Hello students, we will see some more about Excel. Let us begin with the calculations. In our last class, we learned various ways of calculation. Now I will tell you another way of using function. In our last class, we used formula where we applied equal to and the cell addresses like this like this. We did it. But the another way of making calculation is using functions. A lot of functions are there in Excel, which are the main power of Excel. So sum is a function. How do we do this? First of all, you have to write the equal to sign. This is important. If you'll not write, it will not work. Then you have to write sum is one of the function out of hundreds of function. It is just one of the function, most common function. And then just click the mouse here, the cell address from where you want the sum, and drag it like this to the left or to the right, wherever it is required. Now this is called the range. Why range? Means cell number C2 to cell number J2. C2 is this, column number C, row number 2, and go till J2. And then what? Close this and press enter. So this is the sum of. Now what? You have to apply formula or function in one cell and you have to just drag it down like this. It will apply the formula in all the cell. And see the reference is changing. In this case, look at the formula bar. The range is C2 to J2, okay? But in this case, it changed and it became C3 to J3. Here it automatically became C6 to J6, and the same way the reference is changing. And thus, this is the sum of this row. Look how simple these things are in Excel, and just compare this work if you are not using Excel. If you are using manually, using paper, pen, and calculator, it will take you too much time. But see how simply you can do this. If you want average, there is a function average. Look, and just give the range the same way, or you can use the keyboard also. Use take arrow key to take it to the first number, and then press shift plus right arrow. And this is another way of choosing the range. I want average of C2 to J2. This is the average. Another way of dragging the formula is just simply use the shift plus down and press Control D, D for down. Look at where is the cell pointer. Cell pointer should be, first cell pointer should be on the that cell where you have used the formula, and taking that you have to drag, select it down and press Control D. So this is how the average it is also calculating. So look how simple this is. This time I'm using the functions. We'll learn more about functions. A lot of functions are there. You could also learn taking help from internet. Now in our previous class we have learned, look, somewhere it is 2 decimal place, somewhere it is 0 decimal place, somewhere it is 3 decimal place. To make it look good, what we can do, press Control 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, and this format cell will appear. Select the number format and decimal place you decide here, 2 or 3, whatever you want, just press OK. So now it is looking nice. So this is how we are making calculations. Okay, fine. Now in this class we have seen how to use functions. Another way of using function, let me tell you. Let us erase it and use the sum. And then we can do what? We can give like this, C2, this, and this. We can give arguments or data like this also, with comma. Uh, so whichever way you find is okay for you, you can use it. Okay. Look, this is the sum of all these cells. Take it down. The same Control D. Look, in all the cells, this is changing automatically, huh? Cell reference. Another way is the, okay, no big deal. Now we'll today see, although we have seen in the last video also, but it wasn't complete, so we'll complete it here. If we want to print it, so you can see Control F2. Control F2 is the shortcut. F1, F2, F3, you see in the function keys are there in the top of the keyboard. Control F2 if you press using Control CTRL button on the keyboard and F2. So this print preview will appear. Print preview shows you how this is going to be printed. If you'll print it over the paper, then print preview shows you. If you'll click it will get zoom once, and again we'll click it zoom out. So this is how it will get printed. You can see that where is that row and column grids? They are not there. So you can also means give the borders, but till civics only this is. Rest of the thing is look at this the cell with the mouse. Page 1 of 2 means this content is going to be in next page. You can go to the next page by uh, moving the mouse wheel. Look, these two columns are going to the next page. Huh? From here also you can go to the next page and all. So now we'll see how we can print it in a proper way. To make it more useful means in terms of learning, I'll show you something. The like, look at this minor dotted line. This indicates that this is the end of the page. Okay. First of all, let me give uh, border to it. And before giving border, let me tell you something. Just to make the things more clear, let us increase the number of columns. Okay. And meanwhile, we'll learn something more also. Right click, insert. Insert what? Insert column. Okay. This is the way of inserting a column, and the same way you can insert a row also. Alt IC, Alt insert column. This is the shortcut to insert a column. Alt R you can use for inserting a row, or you can use Control plus if you want to enter a column. Control and plus symbol that is there in the number side, number pad side. You will see plus minus sign is there. Control plus plus is used for adding a column or adding a row or adding a cell. The same way, if you press Control minus, then it will ask you to delete. Look at this, it's just delete. If you want to delete anything, a row or a column or a cell, anything you want to delete, Control minus is there. So I'm not deleting anything. Why I have done this? Just to, I want more number of columns. Why I want more number of columns? Just to increase the length or the content of the page so that you could learn anything you just try. So now we have lengthy content, huh? And see what has happened here. Yes, good things are happening. Since this time I had used comma for adding, so only those. So in our formula we have used comma, so only those cells are there which we have given using comma. That's why using this way is sometime fails in this when you'll add and remove. So what to do then? So better to use this range, so that if you are adding or removing something, then things get automatically adjusted. Now see, actually we have a total here, no? Total and average, not fine. Look at F2, you'll see everything clearly. Now Control F2, mouse wheel, you see that the rest of the content is going that side. So what is the way? One way is just press Control A to select all. Alt O C A. Alt O C A. Let me write this also for you. Alt O C and A. Okay. What is the sort? What is this for? Alt OCA. It is automatic adjust. It just automatically arranged everything as per the minimum possible size that they are taking. And now you see everything is reduced as per the size. Okay. Now what? See the print preview. Everything came in one page, but still that row and column point is missing. Of course, missing. So how can we give this? Select the range in which you want to provide the border. Press Control 1. Another way is also there, which is there in the last class. This is the best place to do this. What kind of border you want? Outline, I want like this. Inline, I want like this. If you want to choose color, then you can use colors also. Any color, you can go to more color. A lot of colors are there. You can make your own color here. Okay. Any color you wish, you just choose. And let us take it in this color, huh? And I want in border like this. Look, this is how this. Now see the Control F2, the print preview. This is how it will be printed now. Okay, dark line is there. You can increase or reduce the line darkness or boldness of the line. So for most of you, this is maybe okay, but you might think that this is little congested. It is for me also it is congested. And how can we do this? So we can select the number section like in the English marks. Alt O C W. We can provide common width like 8. This is the 8 column width. This is too much. Provide it like 4. ये थोड़ा सा कम हो गया because एवरेज के लिए जगह नहीं हो रहा है, तो 5 करके देखते हैं. Why I'm doing so in front of you? Just to show you these things are also possible. Column width and column height can be also increased like this. Alt O R E is a shortcut which you can row height. Alt O R E. Row height if you want to increase or decrease. So now you will see that yes, perfect. This came in one page. Earlier it was not coming in one page. So fine. Now what if we'll increase or add more columns? These many columns, and just copy paste the things. Why I'm doing so? Just to show you that if the content is really too large to be adjusted in one page, then what we can do. So now you see first thing that formula automatically adjusted. Very good. So rest of the thing is working nicely. Now the matter is how we can adjust this in one page, and we don't want to reduce the column width. Suppose we want to reduce the column width, Control CA we can do. Then it adjusted and still average is not coming here. Then what we can do? We can go to print preview, show margin, and we can reduce the margin so that there comes enough space for the average also. Another way, you can reduce margin from any corner, or you can go to page setup to increase the page size. This is A4 size page, legal size. A4 size is normally equal to 8.5 inch and 11 inch, around that, not exact figure. You can find it in the internet. What is the exact? Legal is 8.5 into 13 inch. Okay, लंबा रहता है ये पेज थोड़ा सा, तो थोड़ा चौड़ा भी है और लंबा नीचे तक ज्यादा जा रहा है, तो आप लीगल पेज थोड़ा बड़ा रहता है, बाजार में मिलता है. You can find it. So from page setup, you could do this also. You can increase or decrease the paper size, but A4 is the most common paper size. So let it be A4. But I'm just telling you that by increasing or decreasing the margin also, you can adjust the paper size. Now, even after adjusting margin, let us include few more columns, for the sake of learning. If really a lot of columns are there, even after margin and all, if it is not getting adjusted here, Look, it's not getting adjusted. So what to do? So there is an ultimate way of doing this, but you have to compromise for that. Go to view, page break. You'll find this. Zoom it. Okay, and from here you can do anything. Look, it is going in next page like this. You can increase this. You can see that page one, the content of page one is this, content of page two is this. Actually, this blue line inside line na, is confusing. So let us make it normal black line. Why? Because this blue line is indicating the end of the page. Now we can do what? We can forcefully drag it like this. This is the ultimate way. Even after all the efforts, it's not coming in one page. You can simply drag it like this, but you have to compromise with something that I have discussed in the last class. That something is what? Go to page setup and see. It is now has become 90% of the original size. The text size is reduced, but you have adjusted everything in one page. Why I'm teaching you this? This is very important. This is one thing that most of the Excel user doesn't know, and due to which they usually have to waste the pages. एक दो कॉलम के लिए उन्हें पेज बर्बाद करना पड़ता है. Why? Because they do not know how to adjust the things in one single page. तो इस तरह से आप पेज का सही इस्तेमाल करने सीख रहे हैं, इको फ्रेंडली बनेंगे, पेज वेस्ट नहीं होगा आपसे. मैं इसलिए आपको ये सिखला रहा हूँ ताकि जो भी लोग इसे देखें उसे सीख सकें कि हम एक्सेल के रिपोर्ट को एक पेज में मैक्सिमम यूटिलाइजेशन उस पेज का कैसे कर सकते हैं, मार्जिन को कम बेसी करके, कॉलम के विड्थ को कम बेसी करके, और लास्ट में हम इसे जबरदस्ती एक पेज में डाल सकते हैं और इस पेज का फिर कोई काम नहीं है. जो सेट करिए, कंट्रोल F2 देखिए, एक रिपोर्ट आपका एक पेज में आ रहा है. So this is how we can do this. So this class we learned most of the things about making calculation, giving borders, and page setup. So thank you for today. See you in the next class.